Hello viewers, welcome to lesson 13 2023, Waging Peace. Our memory text is from the book of Ephesians chapter 6 verse 16 and 17, and this is what the Bible reads. In all circumstances take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming darts of the evil one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. This is how Paul, the commander in chains, the ambassador in chains, he explains our part in the conflict between Christ and Satan. And what is it that we're supposed to do? To take our stand against the devil's schemes and to fight against the spiritual forces of the devil. God has provided his servants with the spiritual armor so that they may take their stand and fight against the war between Christ and Satan. That's from the book of Ephesians chapter 6 verse 11 to 13. So when equipped with this armor of God, believers present a united front against the enemy. We are led by the captain Jesus Christ. We cooperate in every battle so that we may await our victorious against our enemies, which are also Christ's enemies. So these enemies shall be made the footstool. That's if we read from the book of Hebrews chapter 10 verse 13. So in this lesson we're going to see what is it that we're supposed to do so that we may wage this peace that is called from us. They are the church, a unified army. We've always discussed about unity. And now we're going to see the soldiers of God's army. What are we supposed to be armed with? So an army in battle will become confused and weakened unless all worked in consent. So the belt and the breastplate, these are the things that we have to armor ourselves with when we're waging war against our enemy. So the belt represents the truth and the breastplate represents righteousness. So these are the equipment that a soldier is supposed to be armed with. Shoes, the church wages peace. So the gospel of peace. It is true that we live in war. By nature, we are all enemies of God. So shield, helmet, and sword. So here, the shield represents faith, the helmet represents salvation, and the sword represents the word of God. That is read from the book, the memory text that we just read. That's Ephesians chapter 6 verse 16 to 17. The other one is practicing battlefield prayer. So how are we going to practice the battlefield in prayer? So prayer is the unifying ingredient in war. So prayer should be conducted at all times and in the spirit. When our prayer is supposed to help all the saints. How? The Lord has honored us by choosing us as his soldiers. Let us fight bravely for him, maintaining the right in every transaction that we do. So, the soldiers of God's army, we should take shield. We should have this faith, salvation, and the word in us, so that we may wage war against the enemy. Stay tuned. I hope this helps you to prepare for the next Sabbath lesson. May God bless us.